This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Is this on? Yeah, it's on. Go ahead. You can talk now. Oh, hello everybody. Well, after a week off, we gave both our competitors a rest. You have to wonder how that's going to affect Lucy with 2 weeks off before she faces anybody again. But I heard that she was at the driving range, really looking forward to winning this championship. It would mean a lot to her. Today, we have Izzy, Danny, facing off to see who will take on Lucy. And we are golfing at the most glorious of all arenas, the O-Arena. This should be an all-time classic. Anything can happen here at the O-Arena. Let's go down and take a look at our first hole, which is a par 4. I'm going to go join my buddy up in the booth, and we will give you the play-by-play of this tremendous match. Enjoy, folks. Welcome, everybody, as we're going to be starting off with our par 4. As you can see, in a stadium setting here, this is big time here. The winner of this will go on to play Lucy. Yes, Lucy played so tremendously that she gets a bye this round into the championship to play for the glorious cup. As you can see, that is over by the 18th hole here in the stadium setting. Once again, this par 4 is going to be very difficult for both. We are going to start off, of course, Danny, who played very well, and Izzy, who played very well, but unfortunately these two clowns have to play off, and hopefully they will give us a good round of golf for sure. Well, with that said, good buddy, it's time to spin the die, and we're going to see, we're going to spin it right here, and we're going to see where we go here. Our player, our target, there we go. We want to make sure that that's right, give it every advantage. And, oh wow, if it's going to blow the wind, and remember, we had some problems with the wind last week. Let's see if there is some. Yes, it is actually a light wind, so it's only going to be one ball movement. Izzy's going to be blue, and he's going to go first. Actually, I got to ask you, Tiger, do you think sitting and waiting for these competitors as long hurts Izzy or helps Izzy, or Danny, after a grueling overtime in which he lost? Do you think that helps him? Just getting right back on the saddle instead of Izzy just sitting around waiting. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it really matters either way with these two guys. This is a very tough hole. There's a lot going on. You have hills, you have slopes, you have water, lots of hazards. I think the smart play is not to try to get too brave and try to do it all in one shot. So Izzy will go first. Let's see how he does. This should be great. All right, buddy, let's see how it goes. Here's Izzy with his first shot. And the conditions are beautiful here at the O-Arena. I hope John's watching. If he is, then he knows what's coming next. Easy, buddy, easy. Really not a bad ball there. That's kind of setting yourself up perfectly. We're going to adjust for the wind, and basically that's going to be right there. So he doesn't have any obstruction with the trees or anything. So a good second shot is ready here. If he could do this, he could possibly eagle this. I don't know. This is a really tough. You got to be smart on this hole. You cannot get greedy. If you go off, you could be in penalty. And if it hits the stands at all, that is considered out of bounds, and he would have to come back and play it. I don't know. This is a tough call. Go for it or just play it safe. I have to agree with you. You don't want to hit our wonderful fans. They're here for this early bird type of situation, but our championship, I'm sure the stands will be packed. All right, let's see how we do here. Let's see if he goes for it. Oh, he does it! He hits it! He hits the eagle! Unbelievable! A fantastic shot! He went for it! That's going to put him at -2 for this hole. Remember, this is a 2-hole playoff, so it is not. There's a par 3 coming up right after this, and our championship will have a ton to talk about, that is for sure. So now it's going to be Danny's turn. Let's see how Danny does. Danny's power is he can re-roll the weather die again and spin again, and he is going to elect to do that. I'm kind of shocked by that. I am too. Oh, now it's going downhill. Let's see if there's any win at all. It was a little risky. It might help him a little bit to come back. I don't know. But he's going to accept that. That's what he's going to have to do. Danny used his powers, and we have to find out if those powers are going to be enough. This is a really, really tricky shot, kid. I don't know if he can do this. It's really he has to stay competitive. If he can at least birdie this, I think he won't become unnerved. Let's see what happens. First shot on the tee. Boy, that was a heck of a shot, but he has to deal with the wind. Let's see if it affects anything. And no, it's right there, and he could possibly eagle this with a really good shot here. What do you think, Tiger? I have to say these two have brought their A game, and their game is really for real here. They put themselves in very good positions here. Let's see how it turns out. All right, Tiger, let's see. He sets up. He's got to hit this. He's got to hit this. Oh, he didn't hit it enough. Oh, the pressure was too much. But the birdie will still help him. Yeah, you could tell there was a little nervousness, but he's on the fairway. All he has to do is just bring this in. And he does. And he ends up with a birdie, which, honestly, anything can happen here. He is minus one on that, but, that very good hole. Izzy really setting the pace here. Really setting the pace. So we'll be back, and we'll show you our par 3 right after this, folks. Okay, here we are in our stadium setting once again, the par 3. There's really not a lot of obstacles. If you hit it short, you're going to end up in the sand. You hit it to the right, you're going to end up in the sand. Hit it to the left, you're going to hit it in the sand. Basically, you want to keep it straight, and you want to keep it aiming for that hole, but you don't want to hit the crowd, because then you are going to get a penalty, folks. So we're going to spin. Izzy's going to go first again, and we're going to get that to the right again. But there is no wind, so the weather is not going to play. This is just straight up hit it and make it happen. Let's see if Izzy has what it takes to put this away and really put the pressure on Danny. It's really going to come down to this. Here we go, folks. This ought to be a heck of a hole. Well, we want to wish both competitors luck as they are competing for all the glory to go face Lucy for the prestigious Arena Cup. Let's see what happens. Groundskeepers have done a beautiful job all week keeping this in just top shape. I've got to tell you that it just doesn't get better than this. I have to agree. These guys, they make so very little. This is all for the love of the game. All for the love of the game. All right, Izzy, come on, brother. What do you have? Let's see. Let's end with some good golf here. Oh, that's a really well hit ball. A very well hit ball. And of course we're going, oh, there is no wind. There is no wind. We were, after last week, the officials are almost knee-jerking to make sure that they cover the wind properly. I have to agree. After all the mess-ups, the fist fights, it was like the WWE here last week. There were some things going down, suplexes, faces in sand, all kinds of things. But it seems like everybody's on the same page, and we won't have any controversy this week. Second shot by Izzy. He's sizing it up. He sees it. Let's see what happens. All right, for birdie here. Oh, he rimmed it! He rimmed it! He rimmed it! Oh, unbelievable what we just seen. The pressure may be too much, but still, he knocks it in for a very, very good, par here. So that is going to finish him. He's going to finish even par, and that is going to give him a -2. Now, Danny is -1. There is no win, Danny. I think Danny has to go for it right here. If he can sink this and go -2, he will win the tournament with a hole-in-one. Can it be done? I don't know, big fella. This birdie will tie. Do you play for the tie, or do you play for the win here? Tie or the win? I mean, you really got to wonder. Danny's not going to re-roll that weather die. I think he's just going to try to play it safe and go for the par. I think that, I mean, for the birdie. You want to get up on that green, and you want to put it in and send this thing into overtime. One hole playoff, which would be this hole. Again, here we go. A lot of pressure right here. If he sinks this game, what a tremendous tournament this has been all week long. Oh, he was so close. So close. But he's going to tap it in for the tie, hopefully. Oh, no! He lipped it! He lipped it! He had a chance. He rushed it, and he lipped it. And that's going to give him a par. And that means Izzy, who choked, is actually going to win and move on with one stroke. Unbelievable events here that happened. This was unbelievable. This is why we play this game. You would think right there and then we were headed for sudden death, but it was not to be. This is why this game is so great. This is why we play each hole and every stroke. A tremendous ending. And it is Izzy who will go on to see Lucy next week in the 4-hole extravaganza at the Arena golf course with 4 magnificent holes. I can't wait to come back and see this again. Let's bring it up top, Rob, and take us on out of here. Thank you, Tiger. Boy, I've seen some things in my days, but I've got to tell you right now, folks, we were all set for overtime. The fans were pumped up, and it just spun around the hole and stayed out. It just was not Danny's day. He had an opportunity, a great first shot, and I mean, do we call it a choke job? I think we call it a choke job. But Izzy moves on to face Lucy, who was playing some tremendous golf. 4 holes next week, folks. 4 holes to determine the championship. There can be only one. Until next time, folks, I hope you will support the Kickstarter that is live now. That started on May 16th for the cardboard edition of this. This is a tremendous, beautiful golf game, and it's one that I suggest highly. This is something very special and would be a lot of fun for your groups, for your kids, and for anyone, a more affordable edition. Or you could be like me and want to play on the Pro Edition because, John, it's looking pretty good that I might end up at the Dice Tower. And I think that may be the worst thing that you could ever ask for because the total package is coming. And let's see how you do. Probably kick my ass, but can you beat the Tiger? I don't know. We'll have to see. Until next time, folks, when next week we crown a champion, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.